So folks, welcome. You're watching Front Page Africa Live. We are here at the RIA International Airport where a delegate from the United States of America anytime soon will be getting off the plane, and they are here for investment forum, and so we will be speaking to them shortly as they prepare to hit the road ground. So, but for now, we'll talk with some of the Ministry of Finance staff who are here to host them. Hello, welcome to Front Page Africa. Your name?
Absolutely. So, good afternoon, Liberia. My name is Isaac Limon Taggart. I proudly serve as a special envoy for U.S. trade and investment under the Foreign Ministry. So currently we are anticipating a group of investors who are traveling from throughout the United States. Right now, a few of them have already arrived last night and the night before, so they've currently been in Liberia for 2 days. So now we are anticipating a group of 6 who will be landing, and then a few more who will be coming later on the Brussels flight. So the Bridge to Prosperity Trade and Investment Mission from the United States of Liberia was established under the Office of the Special Envoy of U.S. Trade and Investment, with the intent to be able to help increase trade as well as investment throughout the country of Liberia. When, of course, promoting this event, we went out throughout the United States to be able to, of course, push His Excellency Joseph N. Boakai's arrest agenda. So we have investors who are representing a wide variety of sectors that fall under the arrest agenda, from agriculture. We have some who are representing tourism. We also have some representing sanitation and more. So thank you all again, and we look forward.
Can you drill us to the activity for the next 2 days they will be here for?
Absolutely, sir. So tomorrow will be the actual first day, where we will be going to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Cecil Dennis Conference Hall, where everyone will have the opportunity to hear from different key government officials. We'll also have the opportunity to do a ministry matchup, where our investors will have the opportunity to engage with different ministers or even representatives through the various ministries. And then, of course, on the 19th, our delegates will have the opportunity to travel throughout Liberia, Monrovia primarily, and visit different sites. So they'll be going to Port of Buchanan. They'll also go to another investment-ready site for them to be able to have their interest piqued in the investment sector.
So what we expect, I mean, the larger population of Liberia, what do you expect after this investment forum?
Absolutely. So on the final day here will be some preliminary agreement signings. So a lot of our delegates who are coming, they've sent some agreements in advance for the various, of course, ministries that they would like to collaborate with or partner with and invest with. So at the end of the, of course, conference, they're looking to, of course, sign some of these agreements with greater hopes of course, investing in Liberia. Of course, investment doesn't happen overnight. These people have to come. They have to, of course, get a feel for the country. We could do but so much as far as the government of Liberia as it relates to promoting the country. But at the end of the day, when the delegates come and they feel great about the country and, of course, all of the activities that's taking place, we hope to have, of course, these delegates invest long term.
What drives this whole idea? I mean,
absolutely. So there were a lot of engagements that took place in the United States. So when His Excellency Boakai, of course, first was elected, he did a lot of traveling throughout the United States, where I had the privilege of engaging with him in Atlanta, Georgia, also during the UN General Assembly. And of course, he was very passionate and adamant about driving investment in Liberia. So throughout that, we've done several engagements with different government officials, again, in the state of Georgia. But then also during the UN General Assembly, we had the preliminary talk, President Investment Roundtable, where President Boakai had the opportunity to speak with about 80 investors throughout the United States, where they, of course, voiced some of their, of course, interest in investing in Africa. So His Excellency took his time to be able to come speak to the investors, and also his key cabinet members were also there. So through that, of course, we were able to establish the Bridge to Prosperity U.S. to Liberia Trade and Investment Mission. In addition, just where everything is going, especially as it relates to the United States, wanting to, of course, stray away from aid, it is imperative that, of course, we increase trade as well as investment to help create jobs here in Liberia.
What are some of the areas you think can be immediate area that, I mean, the delegate can look into?
Absolutely. So, I mean, at the end of the day, again, His Excellency has pushed the arrest agenda. So, of course, areas throughout those particular sectors are definitely investment ready. There are also a wide variety of public-private partnership opportunities that the National Investment Commission of Liberia has that are investment ready, from, of course, revitalizing things such as Hotel Africa, of course, their rail projects, etc. So there are a wide variety of things that are currently investment ready here in Liberia.
Okay, so wait to get to hear from those delegates as they make their way here. But we stay here and bring you live coverage of this event. I think you can see them getting off the plane. Can we still continue the conversation?
Yes, sir.
So, among those delegates, can you, what should people expect? I mean, what are some of them? I mean, in terms of big names, in terms of their hero, are they, I mean, CEO, I mean,
in terms of their roles, yes, we have a few CEOs of their companies, excuse me, and we have a few managing directors as well. But again, it's a some companies also send their representatives to come and represent them during this conference as well. So it's a perfect blend of people with different roles, different companies. Again, as far as sectors, we have agriculture represented. Again, we have sanitation represented. A few from technology, but also there's a few again, we have people from throughout the United States.
We have people from the United States. Can you estimate the number that will be here in total? How many persons we expect to?
Absolutely, great question. So we have a total of 18 registered delegates, 16 companies.
18 registered delegates from 16 communities.
Yes, sir, from throughout the United States.
Okay.
So some of them are already currently operating in Africa. Again, I referenced the gentleman who's doing some projects already in sanitation that's going on in Kenya. We have some gentlemen who have done a few business opportunities in Cameroon. Then we also have a gentleman doing some work in Ghana. So again,
Yeah.
Liberia happens to be another country that has piqued their interest for their expansion.
Okay. So I'll come back to you. I mean, so stay here and bring you live coverage of this event. So delegate are arriving here at the Rao International Airport after they were brought in by ASCAT, and so we hope to have some word from those delegates that will be participating in the 2 days investment forum here. So tomorrow, as the gentleman stated, that's Special Envoy on trade investment at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They will be having a conference there tomorrow, and Thursday will be some sightseeing. So we hope to get some words from them, some their interest, and a lot more. So we can still come back to have a conversation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so like you said, we'll have few Liberians who are on board.
Yes, sir.
Are there any connection between? Okay, so we can still be talking until.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just trying to get the question.
So
you say you have some, I'm sorry.
yeah, are there any connection to? I mean, higher up in government, or they are just coming strictly? I mean, as an investor.
Coming strictly as an investor. Anyone is representing any government entities, so everyone's coming strictly investors and representing a wide variety of sectors. We actually have an investor who I had a conversation with today who's actually interested in establishing a plastic refinery just due to a lot of the plastic waste that is having a negative impact on the soil here in Liberia. So again, you have people from a wide variety of sectors who have different interests that are looking to make not only a positive impact here in Liberia, but also to invest within the country.
So tomorrow, even will the president be present to receive them at the CCTV? Will the president be there?
We are hopeful that His Excellency can be in attendance with his busy schedule. Anytime he is able to grace us with his presence, we greatly appreciate it. So, again, we are hopeful.
On a yearly basis, after this event, would there be another one? Because the sustainability is an issue. They have big conference, they don't show up. Will we see a event like what will be unfolded tomorrow?
Absolutely. So, under this office, we are intending on doing this annually. So, it's not a first-time thing. In addition, we're constantly going to be bringing delegations of investors into Liberia, even outside of this conference. So, we've been engaging with a wide variety of companies in the United States, again, who have an interest in Africa, who may have never traveled in Africa, but do have an interest in one day coming in, of course, making some investments. So throughout the year of 2025, we'll definitely be coming back with more delegates.
Okay. 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 Wow. And another, I mean, Liberia, I mean, there are a lot of issues when it comes to people getting to invest in Liberia. How is your team going to work, I mean, around people having it being smooth for them to invest in Liberia? Because people, that's one sticky thing people find it difficult, that when it comes, that whole other, I mean, rigmarole, hyper people, I mean, what is your team doing to have people getting it easier for them?
Absolutely. So again, under His Excellency's leadership, he's definitely committed to making Liberia very investment ready and making the process smooth. In addition, of course, my direct boss, Madam Sarah Bessler-Niente, is doing everything as well that she can from the ministry to direct us in the right path as far as my office. We are also collaborating with the National Investment Commission of Liberia. So Chairman Blebo as well as Executive Director Melvin Sharif have been very instrumental in assisting throughout these processes to ensure that when investors come to Liberia, things are smooth. In addition, I'm also working very closely with my counterpart and colleague, Ambassador Mohammed Ba, to ensure that things are very smooth here in Liberia as well. So there is a team of people within government and as well as other government entities that are ensuring that these processes are very smooth.
It is the first of from your end, I mean, your organizations. This is the first of it come to host such an investment conference here.
Well, me personally, I've been in Liberia going on 8 years now, where I've had the opportunity of bringing over 400 plus people to Liberia, from doctors, dentists, students, and as well as educators and young professionals. So within this role, I plan on building upon that, and of course bringing businesses and companies as well to, of course, expand on that number.
Okay, so you see, bit by bit, they are coming, and so we will get awards from some of them, as you see. So these are some of the delegates for the investment conference. You still waiting some of the delegates? Okay, so we stay here waiting. Okay, so we will have one from
Absolutely. So earlier, when I was speaking to you, I spoke about some of our investors and delegates being from the Liberian diaspora. This gentleman happens to be Mr. Blije Ennis. He's been doing a great deal of work, not only in Africa, but also here in Liberia. I would like to give him the opportunity to speak to the Liberian people about some of the great work he's doing, about this conference and how it can help
welcome to Front Page Africa.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, your name?
Lee Ennis.
DJ English. Are you a Liberian?
Yes.
Welcome home
Thank
again.
you, appreciate it.
I mean, people watching you want to know your mission here today in Liberia.
I mean, the love of liberty, the love of Liberia, this is home for me. You know, I was born in Buchanan, raised here early childhood, was blessed to be opportune to travel during the Civil War and to come back home. So, you know, Liberia is in my blood. Liberia is a passion of mine. So no matter where we go in the world, this is home. You know, and this opportunity to be a part of problem solving, it's important for young Liberians. You know, there's a brain drain of young Liberians and other Liberians who've gone abroad and have not had an opportunity to come back home to contribute their passions and their gifts. So for me, you know, I run a business here in Liberia, construction and real estate development. And anytime I have an opportunity to be a part of nation building is something that I'm passionate about. So this Bridge to Prosperity trade mission and conference is something that I got excited about and wanted to be a part of seeing how we bring solutions together and come together to be able to develop our country. So not one person, it doesn't just take the president, it takes all of us collectively coming back and bringing our heads together. So I'm excited to be here and just to see what we can do in our own little ways to be a part of nation building.
What are you involved in that will help your motherland?
So I'm involved in construction and real estate development. So I was a part of my team. My company led the construction of the Liberian Learning Center in Painesville. I helped to design and do construction for people in the diaspora, been a part of other NGO and private projects as well. We're doing real estate development projects in Painesville and in Monrovia as well. So for me, it's physical infrastructure building. I've worked in the real estate development space in the States, in Washington, D.C. for years, and wanted to come back and see how I can contribute to building, rebuilding the nation. So everything from housing to commercial real estate. Liberia is so beautiful. Liberia has a lot of potential, and we haven't even come close to the development potential. When you go to Ghana and other African countries, you see how they're developing when it comes to property investment and property development. So that's my expertise. That's the lane that I'm passionate about and want to see our country develop and take full advantage of the opportunities to develop our infrastructure and real estate.
From what I gather, you have a structure here, you running your own initiative here, but have you been able to partner with government, like what is going to be taking place tomorrow? Have you been able to partner with government for such an investment forum?
Yeah, I mean, we've, you know, for me, I'm always trying to find means and ways and connect myself to different government officials or government entities. Certain government officials have been a part of, not the government as a whole, has been a part of launching or groundbreaking some of the projects that I've been involved in. You know, there are certain officials who are passionate about some of the work that I do and have been there to support when we're either groundbreaking or opening some of the projects that we're doing. But I think there's a larger conversation that needs to take place, especially when it comes to infrastructure and real estate development. There are policies and things that need to be put in place in order to motivate people to see Liberia as a destination for real estate investment, right? You know, when it comes to road building, there are a lot of times when you're developing certain places, there's no road, there's no electricity, you know, there are no other utilities, and it makes it hard for an investor and developer to see that place as an opportunity. So I think there needs to be a broader conversation, part of the reason that I'm participating in this event, so that we can have those dialogues with government to say, here are things that government needs to do and put in place so that people see Liberia as a destination for real estate investment.
I mean, squarely from your end, what should people expect from you during the investment forums, especially tomorrow?
So for me, it's being able to lay down the framework of why I think Liberia has potential to be a destination for real estate development and investment. Why I think, you know, this nation in the next 10, 15, or 20 years is going to be a prime destination for investing. So being able to lay out that cost, to be able to talk about the work that my company does as an entity in being able to do construction, some of the projects that we're involved in, opportunities of partnership partnership for people who want to invest, but to partner with a credible firm like ours, and also be able to lay out some things to government as far as what are initiatives that they can do to support companies like ours. You know, not just my company, but other companies who are involved in construction and real estate. How can they be of help and assistance to make sure that Liberian businesses succeed and investors coming into the country who want to get involved in real estate succeed, and then also hopefully have an opportunity to be able to take people to some of the projects and sites that we've been involved in, and some of the upcoming opportunities that we're hoping to engage in Liberia.
Okay, before I leave you, any final thing you'd like to maybe say to Liberians that are watching you?
Yeah, just for me, you know, Liberia, this is our home, and I think we all reiterate that over and over again. Liberia is home. Nobody's going to do it for us. No foreigner's going to come here and build this country for us the way we can do it for ourselves. So to those out there, don't be afraid. Liberia is a beautiful place to invest. I believe every year there's something new that happens developmental-wise in Liberia, and I think, you know, this is the right timing. Of course, we have some challenges and some growing pains to go through, but I think those of us who persevere and those of us who have vision and who have the faith, continue to trust God, you know, I think good things are going to happen, and the right people, young people like Isaac and other people connected and passionate about nation building are the ones who are going to see this country rise and get to where we want to be. So again, you know, let's all of us come together collectively. I think us coming together, unifying and collaborating as Liberians is an important thing. Not one person doing everything on their own. You know, I think if we're able to come together, pull our resources and pull our experiences together, great things can happen in Liberia. So I'm excited to be here and excited to see where our country is going to go in the next coming years.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your stay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So we will stay here. We have another gentleman here. Hello, welcome to Front Page Africa. How are you? Your name?
I'm good. I'm really glad to be here. My name is Mitch Rogers. I'm all the way from Los Angeles, California.
I mean, people watching want to know, are you a Liberian?
You know what? I'm not sure. I feel like it, but I haven't done the ancestry to know. So, you know, but I feel very much connected to this place.
Okay, what are you here for? I mean, in Liberia. What's your mission?
So this is my second time in Liberia. First time I came just to experience the culture, the food, and just fall in love with Liberia really, and understand some of the history that I wasn't aware of, being from the United States, and how connected we are as countries, as people. And so once that happened, I got invited back out to explore more ways that I can be a bit more involved in the country and, you know, the prosperity of the country moving forward. So I was really excited about that. So I'm here to see how I can add value to Liberia and just get further connected and deepen those roots that I have.
Okay, you will be here for the past 2 days. I mean, in what it seems to be an investment conference or forum. What are your areas? What are you going to put forth in that meeting?
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this investment conference because as I was here, you see a lot of ways in which there's opportunity for Liberia to flourish in the coming years. So for me, I got really interested in how we build Liberia up in a way that's very sustainable, eco-friendly, and thoughtful. And that's, so for me, that looks like, you know, sustainable housing, using these new technologies, 3D printing, repurposing plastics into building bricks, upcycling containers to be to build quicker, build more sustainable, build things that are gonna, you know, not leave too heavy of a carbon footprint. So I'm thinking about, you know, if you have a country that is ready to just explode with you know, just development, how can we do that in a way that is environmentally friendly and also sustainable and helps, you know, just not do too much damage to the natural environment here. So that's one of the ways. I'm also interested in tourism and how we get people more people from the United States to come and visit Liberia. So that to me looks like, you know, more sort of attractions, more beachfront lodging. People love to vacation, and I think Liberia has this beautiful coastline that we can further develop. You know, I went to the Padaway waterfall, and I had an incredible experience there. And so more things like that, I think, would if the, you know, my peers in the United States understood that Liberia has that to offer, they'd be more inclined to come here, vacation, learn about the culture, and just dig in a little bit deeper and further deepen their roots to Africa.
Okay. After the conference, what should people expect? I mean, after your stay, your 2-day tomorrow conference and another day, what should people expect from you?
So what we plan to do, I'm CEO and president of the Orange Gate Holdings Group, and we have investments across a bunch of different sectors. But what we plan to do is take everything that we've learned here and all the connections that we make here, and just evangelize more people to come aboard the mission to do those things that we set out to do in terms of investment in Liberia. We want to bring some money here. We want to actually implement the things that we are planning. And I think once people understand just how passionate we are about this place and what Liberia has to offer, our plan is to just get more and more people to want to invest in Liberia.
What drive your intention? This is your second term.
Yes.
What are the driving force behind your intention coming back to, try to set up something here in Liberia?
For sure. Well, you asked me if I was Liberian, and I'm not sure. I think that's an issue that a lot of African Americans face, right? Not really knowing where they are connected to in Africa. And so when I came here, it was very welcoming. Everybody said welcome home, and you really felt like, once you got here, they're like, you're Liberian now. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you are connected to the diaspora, you are a Liberian, and especially if you are from the United States. And I really felt that. And so that has motivated me to come back and see how much more I can just ingrain myself and fully become actual Liberian. And so I'm looking forward to ways in which I can help the country develop and grow.
Okay. Thank you for talking to me. Your name again?
My name is Mitch Rogers. I'm the president and CEO of Orange Gate Holdings. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Okay, so there was a conversation there with some of the delegates there. Yeah, we just talked with involving waste, involving manufacturing waste, especially when it comes to plastic and previous. So earlier we spoke with another Liberian who involving construction. Why? We stay here and we talk with a few more to know actually their plans. What are they involving and a lot more. So. Still watching. I'm G.H. Webster Clay, and the man behind the camera. So keep watching as we bring you this live podcast here at the RIA International Airport. So we're gonna wrap up, but before I shut down, we'll have word from hello.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, state the name again.
Again, my name is Isaac Taggart. I am the special envoy for U.S. Trade and Investment under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I'd love to give a special thank you to Front Page Africa for coming to cover. Again, we've had investors who have already arrived during the past 2 days. On this flight, we had 6. I will be remaining behind while these delegates go to Monrovia. We have also another delegate who will be landing on the Brussels flight in a few hours. But again, just wanted to say thank you all for the support. We look forward to doing what we can to help rebuild our nation here in Liberia. But also love to give a special thank you to His Excellency Joseph Envoy, to Her Excellency Madam Sarah Beslow Nyanti. Special thank you to Also those over at the NIC, Chairman Blebo, also Executive Director Melvin Sharif, also Minister Christiana Kone over at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also again to my colleague Ambassador Mohammed Ba. Again, they have been very integral in making this thing happen, as well as also Minister Saren Kaba Jones. We'd love to give a special thank you. This has really been the planning team to really, of course, get this thing going. While I was in the United States, of course, rallying up a lot of the investors to come. They were the ones who were on the ground, in addition to my special aide, Jetty James Tarr Sr., all integral in ensuring that the ground was smooth when these investors came. So again, thank you, and we look forward to you all covering throughout the events. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that's how we come to our end of this conversation here at the RIA International Airport. We've been speaking with delegates that are arriving for the investment conference here that will be taking place tomorrow at the CC Dene Hall at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Thank you for watching. I'm J.H. Webster Clay. I've been behind the camera. Thank you so much. Bye for now.